Hello everyone, my name is Srushti Panchbhai. Me and my project partner Vinod Pujari, we have created Gmail attachment downloader bot. In this bot, we will be explaining all the actions that has been used in the bot with the execution as well as the output. So basically, in our project, the bot can save the attachments like PDF, Excel file, etc. For that, it will be automatically create a separate folder for every mail sender. If the folder is not exist, then it will create a new folder and save the attachment in that folder according to the mail received date. For creating this bot, we have used UiPath Studio. So let's see the implementation of the bot. Before creating a bot, we have created a folder named as attachments for storing the attachments, and you should check if it is empty or not. Then, to create a bot, we are using UiPath Studio IDE. First, we have to create a blank new process, provide its name and description, and let the other fields as it is and hit the create button. Then click on open main workflow. To get an input from user, here we use the input dialog control. Then label the dialog title as well as the input label. To store the input value, we need to create a variable as named email ID of type string and pass that variable to value entered. Repeat the same process for creating a variable and storing the password using input dialog box.
Okay, to get all mail messages from the inbox, we use get IMAP mail messages control, and then in properties of that control, set port to 993, server to imap.gmail.com, and also set the variables for mail ID and password. To store the output of that control, we need to have a variable, so we create one list variable of type system.net.mail.mailMessage and then pass it to the output messages. Now we use for each control to access each and every email message from the unread mails. We need to set type argument to system.net.mail.mailMessage because we have the list of mail messages. Then we use if control to check whether there are any attachments attached to the selected mail using condition mail.attachment.any. Select the path exist control to check whether the folder of mail sender's name is available or not. For that, we have to set the path type to the folder with the given path, and to store its output, we have created a variable named as user folder exists of type boolean. Again, using if control, check whether user folder exists. Else, use create folder control to create a folder with the same specified path earlier. A folder can't be named using and special characters, so to avoid doing this, we create email date variable of type datetime and then used assign control to assign converted datetime to the email date variable. As we used path exists for the mail sender folder, now we need to check for the date folder also. Then we use if control to check if date folder is exist or not. If it exists, then store attachments of the particular mail to the given path using save attachments control. Else, create a date folder using create folder control as we created earlier, and then store attachments to the created folder using save attachments control. Now our bot is ready to run. Let's take a look at the working of the bot.